Hello, everyone, and welcome. Today, I'm going to share a meditation for you to gain strength and resilience in challenging times. Challenging times comes either collectively, there is a lot of things that happens in the world, or it can be individual in your personal sphere, or a combination of both. So the first thing we can do when challenging times comes is just what I'm going to guide you to do today. So first, find a nice seated position, lying down, standing up if you want, that works as well. And we're going to start by just moving around a little bit. Just swaying a little bit side to side. Place your hands wherever they come naturally. If you want to close down your eyes, then close down your eyes. If you want to keep them open, by all means, please keep them open. And then let's just take a few nice breaths. Don't have to breathe in a special way. Just connect to your breath. And when it comes to challenging times, there's a lot of different ways we can go. We can freeze up a little bit and be tense in our body, in our mind, and it becomes hard to do anything. We start to procrastinate or self-sabotage. We can feel a little bit more like we want to run away. We don't want to be here. This is too much. I'm feeling overwhelmed. We can bite down and become very tough and close down parts of ourselves so that we can endure. There's many different ways you can go about working your way through tough times. I'm here to say there is no right or wrong way. It all has to do with awareness, compassion. There's a reason for why you're responding the way you respond. And that is because your nervous system has done so many times before. In fact, it has done so many times that it will react before your conscious mind comes online and realizes that you actually have taken an action, done something in a certain direction. The main thing I would like you to feel invited to explore today, eyes open or eyes closed, is to look at a pause between your thoughts in this moment right now. However faint, however brief, there is a little bit of a space between your thoughts or your mental internal dialogue. And as you notice a glimpse of this pause, I'd like to invite you in to bring all your focus into that aspect and to fully bring your awareness there. You keep on breathing, but bring your awareness, your attention into the pauses between your thoughts. And what this does, it brings your focus away from your busy mind of doing more and having more things happening to realizing no matter how much you have going on in your life, there is always a pause. There is daytime, there is nighttime. But when we're stressed, everything comes to us very fast. It's like you're driving a vehicle a little bit faster than you feel comfortable. So when you start to focus on the pause, you allow your mind, yourself, whatever you deem as yourself, to slow down. And just as you're driving a vehicle, when you start to slow down, you see more things, you become more aware, you will gain more options and thus have more choices and different ways of being, thinking, feeling. That's when you can start to make new choices. And a matter of fact is we need resistance, we need hardship for us to have something to grow. You go to the gym, you need a weight to stress your muscles so they grow stronger. So next time, if they're faced with this scenario, they, muscles, are stronger. But for this to happen, we need to take care of our mind and our body and not only have overwhelming sensations all the time, that we actually have a little bit of rest. And rest doesn't simply mean sleeping at night. It means taking a pause from your phone, from watching the news, from talking to other people. Maybe go out to nature a little bit. Maybe take a little bit of time for yourself. And as we find a balance between resistance, hardship, challenges, and that we come to an active or passive rest, giving ourselves nourishing time, recreational time, time that you use for what you would like to do and what serves you best in this moment. We grow. But if there's only hardship and no rests, and our minds gets very stressed and it feels like everything is happening all the time, and we cannot see the pauses from when something starts and when it ends. And that's when we start to get overwhelmed because we can't see a way out. But the way out is in. So let's turn our focus inwards and let's look for the pause between your inhalation and exhalations. As you inhale, there will be a little pause before you exhale. Don't hold your breath. Don't try to fix it in any way. Simply become aware of the pause between your inhalation before you start to exhale. And keep on breathing. Just become aware of this space between your inhalation and your exhalation. And next, let's become aware of the pause between your exhalation before you start to inhale. Don't try to change it. Just follow, observe, watch the pause between your exhalation before you start to inhale. And then from here, let's watch both pauses, the pause between your inhalation and exhalation, and the pause between your exhalation before you start to inhale. And I visually imagine sitting on a sandy beach. Inhalation is the waves coming from the ocean across the whole world, and it comes over the sand towards me. And then there's a pause. And then the waves, the water starts to go out into the ocean again. And there's a pause. And when you're at the beach, you can even hear the cycles. You can hear the inhalation of the ocean coming towards the shore, the pause. And you can hear the exhalation, the waves going back towards the ocean. This is the way through hard times, realizing that it's not a long sequence of hardship, There is intense moments emotionally, mentally, physically, have great impacts, ramifications on us. But if we can find the pauses that we know when to gear up and put in a little bit of extra effort, and we know that we can take a step back and rest, recover before the next challenge comes. And as we can do this, resilience goes up. We become more able to navigate, manage stress, hard situations, tough talks, interactions. And the pause you can have between whatever's going on in your life and towards rest, coming back to a grounded, calm, relaxed place. It really has to do with your ability to navigate stress. The more you can do this, the more you practice this, the more resilient you will become to challenges and tough times and stress. Because whatever doesn't kill you, if you can integrate it, if you can work with it, if you can process it, will ultimately be an experience that makes you stronger. So this is giving yourself time to process, to slow down, and to integrate whatever happened to you so that it becomes a new empowering experience, not a stressful experience that your body is avoiding because it felt like it couldn't handle this in the past. It becomes a strength instead, and you become more resilient. And it's not about pushing through, it's about showing up with compassion, giving yourself softness when needed, muster up the courage to be a little bit tougher when challenge arises, finding that perfect balance between hardness and softness, doing, not doing. And that, in my opinion, is how true healing is done. So let's finish this meditation today by placing your hands on your heart. Just say thank you to yourself. Thank you for showing up today. Thank you for choosing to do this, although it's hard or challenging times for me. I'm so grateful for who I am. And it doesn't matter what has happened, what I have done to someone else, what they have done to me. It only matters who I am right now. And we got this. We have 100% track record of surviving anything that came our way. We might be affected by it, but we made it through. Let's go to the next level. Let's make it through and integrate the experience so it becomes a wisdom, a strength for us. You can gently relax your hands, open your eyes, and you can come back to this meditation as often as you like. You can do parts of it if you just want to do the breathing and not hear all the other words around as well. But basically coming to this place where you have more pauses between your thoughts, between your breaths, between one task to the next, one activity to the next, between your thoughts, you realize that there is an ebb and flow. Once you start to see that, you know that whatever is going on will not last forever. And that's the opposite what happens when we're stressed and we have a trauma that hasn't been resolved. The brain and nervous system thinks this is still going on. So when you start to see that pause, you one step closer to start to put that event to rest so your brain can remember it as a past event and not as a recurring event. That's when we really start to heal on a deep level and grow more strong and resilient. So thank you very much for following along this meditation, and please let me know how you liked it, or if you have any further questions or any reflection of what came up for you as you were doing this. I will be honored and very interested to hear how you experienced this.